Hello investors, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I want to show you one of the best dividend stocks out there that everyone should consider adding to their portfolio right now. And if not, you should at least review that stock and see if it aligns with your portfolio goals. Now, for those of you new here, my name is Tim. And on this channel, I try to give you as much information as I possibly can in order to help you keep pushing your investments. I'm also that guy that went ahead and started off this portfolio with only $65. The reason I did that is I want to show all new investors that it does not matter how much money you have, the best thing you could do for yourself is to get invested in the stock market right now. The way you could go ahead and do that is you could go ahead and pick up fractional shares in stocks that you really do want to own after doing your own due diligence. So like I mentioned, I did start off this portfolio with just $65, and I made a commitment to myself to go ahead and add $250 every single month in order to grow this portfolio. Now, I am what's known as a stock picker because I love doing research on these companies in order to go ahead and choose the companies I think are best for me and my portfolio goals. If you are new to investing, I highly advise that you go ahead and stick to ETF or exchange traded funds. With ETFs, it lowers your risk and it helps you be more diversified among stocks. So it keeps you nice, cool, and calm while learning how to invest. Now, before I go ahead and walk you through this stock, I think everyone should consider adding to their portfolio in order to get some really nice, juicy dividends. Let's go ahead and see what the portfolio has been doing thus far. So on the day, the portfolio is down roughly, let's say 0.5%, which equals to $8.48. Let's go ahead and go over to the week to see how we've been doing. Okay, so for the week, the portfolio is up around $9, which is going to be roughly again 0.5%. Now, for those of you new here, I did go ahead and start off this portfolio in December. So this portfolio is pretty much still new. Let's go ahead to the monthly outlook to see how the portfolio is doing. So the portfolio is up roughly around $42 or 3%. So for the month the portfolio has been open, it has been up, which is not too bad. Let's go ahead to the 3-month outlook to see if we're doing better. Now, for the 3-month outlook, we're up around $105, and that represents an 8% increase. And now we're going to go over to the year to date. For the year to date, we're up $98, say, and that represents a 7% upward cycle. So the portfolio is doing good for the year to date. Now, since the portfolio has been open from December, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the year outlook, and then we're going to go ahead and start the video from there. So for the year, the portfolio is up $103, which represents around an 8% return. Now, an 8% return is not too bad. What I will go ahead and do is keep comparing my portfolio with the SPIDER ETF, which is the SPY. And then I'm going to keep making progress that way. In order for you guys to see how my portfolio is going to be standing up against the SPIDER ETF, then now would be a good opportunity for you to go ahead, like the video, and also subscribe to the channel because I do produce those videos every single month. Now, I want to go ahead and get into the stock that I think everyone should consider adding to the portfolio, and that's going to be stock ticker CLX. And the company is going to be no stranger to you guys. That company is going to be Clorox. Okay, so here we are on Clorox, and the current share price of Clorox is $90.51. I'm going to give you a brief overview of how Clorox is doing. I'm going to let you know if this is a stock I do intend to add to my portfolio. So this is a channel for new investors, so I'll try my best not to get too technical. So what we want to do now, we want to go ahead and jump into the double arrows right here in order to open up the chart for Clorox. I'm going to hover over to the 1-year outlook to show you guys how Clorox has been doing for that 1 year. If you look to the top left right here, you can see Clorox has been down around $44.76. And if you look down to the chart here, you can see that share price is shown right here. So the current share price right here of $90.51 is lower than this blue line right here. The significance of this blue line right here, it's what's known as the 200-day moving average. What the 200-day moving average does is that it shows you where the stock has been trading for the last 200 days or 6 months. So that blue line is extremely important. Now, if I follow the blue line from the left right here, going down to the right, you can see that this stock is in a lower trajectory. It's going downwards. So that's why I always say make sure you go ahead and do your own due diligence and make sure it's a stock you want to own in your portfolio. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go out to the 5-year outlook. And with the 5-year outlook, this graph still looks bad. Now, this may look bad to some investors, but for me, I think this is an absolutely beautiful chart. And as the video goes along, I'm going to show you why. For the 5-year outlook, if you follow me to the top left right here, you can see Clorox is down, let's say 50%, because the amount it's been down is currently like the share price, so $90.74. Once again, the current share price right here is trading much lower than the 200-day moving average on the 5-year chart. So let's go ahead now and we're going to get back into Clorox. I'll give you a brief overview of how Clorox is doing, and then we're going to make a decision together whether this is the stock that we actually want to own in our portfolio. So with Clorox, let me go ahead and go down. Now, to start things off, Clorox is a very established company. Clorox has been founded in 1913, so this is not going to be a fly-by-night company. Everyone knows what Clorox does. For those of you who do not know what Clorox does, Clorox mainly known for selling a lot of cleaning supplies. So now cleaning supplies is going to be something that's always going to be in demand. Does not matter what the economy is doing. Now, let me go ahead and walk you through it. Now, I'm going to start off with the PE ratio, or the price per earnings ratio. And the price per earnings ratio is going to be 14.69. What this here tells you is how much investors are willing to pay for every dollar revenue that the company brings in. So the company is willing to pay around $15 per extra dollar revenue, which is not too bad. Now, the main thing I want to show you about Clorox, which gave me the idea to start off this video, is going to be the dividend yield right here. One of the best things about Clorox right now at this price point is that the dividend yield is really high. The dividend yield is around 5.48%. And the reason why it's high is because the share price keeps going down. So over the long term, you need to decide whether this trajectory is going to be good for the dividend yield. Whenever the share price goes up again, if it does go up again, then your dividend yield right here is going to go down as well. For those of you new to dividend stocks, that's just how it works. So one of the best things about Clorox right now is going to be the dividend yield. One of the worst things about Clorox is also going to be the dividend yield. Now, when we come down here to the 52-week high, the share price highest it's been is 137. The lowest it's been is around $84. So from the low, it looks like a 40% drop from the highest point it's ever been. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys what I use to make a decision before I go ahead and get into any stock. So right here, you could see the analyst says that this stock is going to be a hold. Now, I completely disagree with the analyst right here, and here's why. Whenever you have a stock of any company that's fallen, it should never be a hold. It should be either of two things. If it's a stock that you have high conviction on and the share price is going down, then that means you thinking you're getting a very good value. So that means you should be able to buy the stock. Contrary to that, if the share price is going down and you think it's a bad company, then you should be selling, because that should tell you you should get out of the stock. So I'm not sure that why this is going to be a hold. I would not wait to see what this stock is going to be doing. I would go ahead, do my own research, and then make my own decision. Now, one of the other good things about Clorox is going to be the fair value. As you can see here, the fair value is $163, which is absolutely, absolutely good. The reason that's good is because the current share price, like I showed you at the start of the video, is around $90. So this here represents an almost 100% increase if the price goes back up to the fair value. So if you make an investment in Clorox right now, not only are you going to be getting a very healthy dividend yield, you also going to have the chance to double your money. Now, also, when it comes to the dividend yield of Clorox, this company has been paying a dividend yield for 49 years, which makes it a dividend aristocrat. Even more so, this company is 1 year away from increasing its dividend, which is going to make it a dividend king. Personally, I do not think that Clorox is going to jeopardize the streak that is on, so they will do different stuff in order to make sure they continue with that. Now, I did mention the company has been around for quite a while, so they do have a lot of cash reserves that they should be able to maintain a dividend, even if it's for the short term. Now, lastly, Clorox is going to be releasing earnings around July 30th. So just keep an eye on that if you decide to get into the stock. Now, based on all the information that I showed you so far, my personal thesis, I'm extremely bullish on Clorox right now. And that's why I have gone ahead and add Clorox to my bigger account portfolio in order to capitalize on that 5% dividend yield, and also to keep growing my position with Clorox by doing the DCA method. DCA simply stands for dollar cost average method. And with this method, you're simply going to be buying at consistent intervals a certain amount of Clorox to build that position in this stock. Now, I want to know from you guys, is this a stock that you guys think you should be adding to your portfolio in order to capitalize on the nice juicy dividend? Or do you guys think that this stock is going to be going out of business in the short term and they're no longer going to be able to keep up with the current dividend yield? Now, I know this is a bit much for this channel, and as the channel grows, I will be giving you guys more information of this nature in order for you to grow your investing knowledge. So let me know if you guys like it that way as well. So there you have it, investors. If you guys have any questions about Clorox or how to get started investing, then just let me know in the comments below. For those of you who are interested in getting a new brokerage account, or you just starting out with a brokerage account, please consider using the brokerage that I use, and that is going to be in the description below. Now, on this channel, I try to do as much as I can. I try to give you as much information as I possibly can for one goal and one goal only, and that's in order for you to keep pushing your investments.